Hi students. So in this video I am going to upload what are the formulas are required to practice in numericals in chemical kinetics. So these are very important one. If you know the formulas of these things, you can definitely practice any numericals in chemical kinetics. Okay. So first thing is log K2 by K1 is equal to EA by 2.303 R into T2 minus T1 by T1 T2. That means if the rate constant here K1 K2 are rate constants. So the rate constant is given at one temperature. How to calculate the rate constant on another temperature? So if the two temperatures, what is the relation between the rate constants to the temperatures? So this is the formula. K1 is the rate constant at T1 temperature. K2 is the rate constant at T2 temperature. EA is the activation energy and R is the ideal gas constant. Okay. So this is about the first thing. The rate constants are to two different temperatures. It's very important formula for objective, particularly numericals. Okay. Then the second thing in this kinetics is usually they're asking the units for rate constants. So second one, very important one, that is the units for rate constant. Okay. So how can you write down the units for rate constant? So the rate constant K is equal to, so it is a very simple formula, that is L n power minus 1 liter power n minus 1 and then mole power 1 minus n and second inverse. Okay. So this is about units for rate constant. It is very important one. Usually in objective questions, so they will ask that what are the units for first order rate constant, what are the units for zero order rate constant, second order, third order rate constant. Okay, for example here for zero order case n is equal to 0, then for zero order case k is equal to, if you substitute 0 here, n minus 1, 0 minus 1, that is liter power minus 1 and 1 minus 0, that is mole 1 and second inverse. Here n is equal to 0. Then order, n is order of reaction. Okay. Then if it is a first order reaction, if it is n is equal to 1, then you can substitute 1, 1 minus 1, 0, anything power 0 is equal to 1, that is the L power 0 and then mole 1 minus 1, 0 and second inverse. Anything power 0 is equal to 1 into second inverse, and finally that is equal to second inverse or the units for first order rate constant. So finally we can say that second inverse or minute inverse. Okay. So these are the units for first order rate constants. Okay, like that you can calculate for second order and third order also. This is a very important reaction. That means very important for objective. Okay, then the next one is what is the first or zero order rate constant? How can you calculate rate constant? Okay, rate constant for zero order reaction. Okay, so how can you calculate the rate constant for zero order reaction? So rate constant for zero order reaction K is equal to A naught minus A by T. It is a formula to calculate the rate constant for which order? Zero order reaction. For zero order reaction, how can you calculate the rate of a reaction, rate constant of a reaction? That is to calculate the rate constant for first order reaction, zero order reaction is K is equal to A naught minus A by T. So here what the terms represents A naught. So A naught is equal to concentration of A, concentration at T is equal to 0. That means initial concentration. Time T is equal to 0 means reaction has not started yet. At that time T is equal to 0 means we can say that it is the initial concentration. Initial concentration of the reactant. Okay, then A is concentration at time T. At any given time, concentration at time T. Okay, that at any given time, what is the concentration? So here A naught is the concentration at time t is equal to 0. Time t is equal to 0 means reaction has not started yet. That means the initial concentration of the reactant. Then A is equal to concentration at time t. Then if you know both those two, time t, what is the concentration at time t and what is the initial concentration, then you can get rate constant for the zero order reaction. Another important thing is half-life. Okay, so what is the half-life of zero order reaction? Half-life means what is the time required to consume 50% of the reactant concentration. That is called as half-life of the reaction. So what is the formula to calculate the half-life of zero order reaction is A naught by 2K. It is the formula to calculate the half-life of the zero order reaction. Okay, so this formula is useful to calculate the half-life of the zero order reaction. Okay, so here A naught is the initial concentration, K is rate constant. Okay, so here A naught is the initial concentration and K is rate constant. Okay, so that is about the another formula. It's a very important one. So similarly we can calculate the rate constant for first order reaction. So how can you calculate the rate constant for the first order reaction? So for first order reaction, rate constant K is equal to, it is very important one. Usually in most of the numericals it is depends upon first order rate constant. So for first order reaction, okay, for first order reaction, rate constant K is equal to 2.303 by T log A by A minus X. Okay, so what about the terms represents here? You know, K is rate constant and T is time and A is initial concentration. We just change the terms, but meanings are same. A is initial concentration. A minus X is concentration at time t. Okay, so what is the concentration left out at time t? That is called as A minus X. Okay, A is initial concentration. For example, how much it is consumed. For example, initial concentration, if you have taken 100%, so 50% consumed means what is the remaining concentration? It is 50%. 100 minus 50%. So that means the concentration at time t is called as A minus X and A is the initial concentration. Then K is rate constant, T is time. Then you can calculate the first order rate constant. Then T half for first order reaction. That is very simple, 0.693 by K. So T half for the first order reaction. So what is the T half for the first order reaction? That means how much time is consumed for the half of the reaction completed. That means 50% of the reaction concentration has been consumed. That time is called as half-life of the reaction. That is 0.693 by K. Okay, that is about half-life. And then the final thing is very important one, that is relation between, okay, so T half is directly proportional to 1 by A power n minus 1. Okay, A is the concentration of the term, then n is equal to 0. What is the relation between T half? That means half-life of the reaction, half-life and to the initial concentration of the reactant, half-life and concentration of the reactants. What is the relation between half-life and to the concentration of the reactants? That is, for example, T half, n is equal to 0, then T half is equal to, okay, so T half is proportional to 1 by A power 0 minus 1. That becomes 1 by A power minus 1. Minus 1 means 1 by A. That means it becomes 2. That is equal to directly proportional to A. That is T half is directly proportional to A. That is for zero order reaction. That means half-life of zero order reaction is directly proportional to concentration, initial concentration. A is initial concentration. Okay, so that means A is initial concentration. If we substitute N is equal to 1, what is the relation between initial concentration and to the half-life of the reaction? Then N is equal to 1 means 1 minus 1, A power 0, that is 1. That means for first order half-life reaction, it doesn't depends upon the concentration of the reactants. It is very, very important relation. Okay, for example, if we consider for first order reaction, okay, what about in this same relation for first order reaction is equal to N is equal to 1, A power 1 minus 1. Okay, then 1 by A power 0, that is 1. That means in first order half-life, there is no concentration term. That means the half-life of first order reaction, half-life of first order reaction, independent of initial concentration. Independent of initial concentration. That means because there is no initial concentration term here, independent of initial concentration. So that is about first order. How about the second order reaction? So for second order, that means the T half is proportional to 1 by A power 2 minus 1. This second order. Then T half is proportional to 1 by A power minus 1. That means 2 minus 1, that means 1 by A power 1. That means in case of this one, T of is proportional to 1 by A. That is half-life is inversely proportional to the initial concentration. For zero order reaction, half-life is directly proportional. For first order reaction, it is independent. For second order reaction, it is inversely proportional. Okay, so if you remember all these formulas, it is better to understand or practice the numericals in chemical kinetics. Okay, so for better updates, please subscribe my channel. So I will update all the formulas and every important things in chemistry.